What if I told you that some animals can remember faces for decades, that others can survive without food for years, and that some creatures on Earth are so intelligent that scientists still don't fully understand how their minds work? The animal world is not just about survival. It is full of secrets, emotions, intelligence, and unbelievable abilities. Today's video is not just about animals. It is about discovering how little we actually know about the living world around us. Stay with me, because every animal in this video will surprise you in a different way. Hello everyone, and welcome back. If you love animals, if you enjoy deep facts that make you think, and if you want to see nature from a completely new angle, then you are in the right place. In this long video, we will explore amazing animal facts you probably never knew. No myths, no fake stories, only real science, real behavior, and real wonders of nature. Let's begin. When people think about intelligent animals, they usually think of dolphins, chimpanzees, or elephants. But very few people think about octopuses, and that is a big mistake. Octopuses are some of the most intelligent creatures on this planet. They are not fish, they are not mammals, they are mollusks, yet their intelligence is shocking. An octopus has one main brain, but here's the unbelievable part. More than half of its neurons are located in its arms. That means each arm can think and act on its own. An octopus does not control its arms the way we control our hands. Each arm can explore, touch, and react independently. If an octopus loses an arm, that arm can still move and respond for a short time. It is almost like each arm has its own small brain. This kind of nervous system does not exist in humans. Octopuses are also famous for solving problems. They can open jars, unscrew lids, solve puzzles, use tools, and remember solutions. Scientists have tested octopuses with locked containers, and many of them learned how to open them faster every time. There are real cases where octopuses escaped their tanks at night, crawled across the floor, stole fish from nearby tanks, and returned to their own tank before morning. No one trained them to do this. They figured it out on their own. This is not instinct, this is intelligence. Octopuses can also recognize humans. They react differently to people they like and people they dislike. Some octopuses come closer to humans they trust. Others spray water at humans they don't like. They have personalities. Some are curious, some are shy, some are aggressive. Just like people. Their bodies are just as strange as their minds. An octopus has 3 hearts. 2 hearts send blood to the gills. 1 heart sends blood to the rest of the body. Their blood is blue, not red. And when an octopus swims, its main heart stops beating. That is why octopuses prefer crawling instead of swimming long distances. Scientists believe octopus intelligence evolved separately from human intelligence. In simple words, they became smart in a completely different way. That is why they feel so alien. Now let's move to an animal that lives on land but shares something very special with humans. Elephants are the largest land animals on Earth. But what truly makes them special is not their size. It is their memory, their emotions, and their strong family bonds. The saying, "an elephant never forgets," is not a myth. Elephants can remember water locations for decades. They remember migration routes. They remember voices. They remember faces. And they remember how humans treated them. An elephant that was helped by a human can recognize that person many years later. Elephants also show something very rare in the animal world. They mourn their dead. When an elephant dies, others in the group often touch the bones gently, stand quietly for long periods, and return to the same place years later. Some elephants have been seen staying near the body for days. They show signs of grief. They do not just lose a group member, they lose family. Elephants live in strong family groups. They protect each other. They raise babies together. They help injured members. They teach the young how to survive. If a baby elephant is in danger, the entire group reacts immediately. No hesitation, no fear. An elephant's brain weighs over 5 kilograms. It is one of the largest brains on Earth. But more important than size is what that brain can do. Elephants show empathy. They cooperate. They solve problems. They recognize themselves in mirrors. This means they understand the idea of self. There are real stories of elephants helping humans. Some protected people during natural disasters. Others returned to villages where they were once saved. They remember. They understand. They feel. Now let's go back to the ocean. Dolphins are often seen as playful animals, but behind that playful behavior is one of the smartest minds in nature. Each dolphin develops a unique sound called a signature whistle. This sound works like a name. Other dolphins recognize it. They remember it. They use it to call each other, even after years of separation. This level of communication is extremely advanced. Dolphins can also recognize themselves in mirrors. They understand that the reflection is their own body. Only a few animals on Earth can do this: humans, great apes, elephants, and dolphins. Dolphins often help each other. They protect injured members. They support sick dolphins so they can breathe. And many times, they help humans. There are real stories of dolphins guiding lost swimmers to shore, protecting people from sharks, and helping injured divers reach the surface. They choose to help. This behavior is not forced, it is natural. Dolphins also teach their babies. In some places, dolphins use sea sponges to protect their noses while hunting. This behavior is learned, not instinct. It is passed from mother to baby. That means dolphins have culture. Dolphins do not see the world like we do. They use sound. They send sound waves into the water and read the echoes that come back. For them, sound is vision. So far, we have seen animals that think, remember, and communicate in ways that feel almost human. But intelligence is only one part of survival. In the next part, we will explore animals with unbelievable strength, perfect teamwork, and survival abilities that seem impossible. And trust me, it only gets more amazing from here. In the natural world, intelligence is powerful. But sometimes, survival depends on strength, teamwork, and perfect timing. Some of the smallest animals on Earth can perform feats that seem completely impossible. Let's start with a creature that almost everyone ignores: ants. Ants may be tiny, but they are some of the strongest animals on the planet. An ant can lift objects many times heavier than its own body. If a human had the same strength, they could lift a car with one hand. But strength is not the most impressive thing about ants. Ants live in highly organized societies. They build underground cities. They create roads. They store food. They protect their home. Some ants even farm. They grow fungus for food and protect it from other insects. Other ants keep aphids like cows, protecting them and collecting sweet liquid from them. Ant colonies do not have leaders. No one gives orders. Yet everything works perfectly. Each ant knows its role. Each ant works for the group. Together, they act like one single living organism. Now let's move to an animal that hunts in complete silence: owls. Owls are some of the most efficient hunters on Earth. Their feathers are designed in a very special way. When an owl flies, its wings break up the air quietly. This makes their flight almost completely silent. Prey does not hear them coming, not even a sound. Owls also have extremely powerful hearing. Their ears are placed unevenly on their head. This allows them to locate sounds in 3 dimensions. An owl can hear a mouse moving under snow or leaves, even in total darkness. Their necks can rotate far more than humans. This helps them scan their surroundings without moving their bodies. Owls do not need to see you. They hear you. And by the time you realize they are there, it is already too late. Now let's talk about an animal that many people misunderstand: bears. Bears are often seen as slow and aggressive, but in reality, they are highly intelligent animals. Bears have excellent memories. They can remember food locations for years. They remember which places are safe and which places are dangerous. Some bears have learned how to open doors, unlock containers, and solve complex problems. There are bears that wait patiently, watching human behavior, learning patterns. Some even understand traffic flow and wait for the right moment to cross roads. Bears are not careless. They are observant. And when it comes to survival, they are extremely smart. Now let's move to a smaller animal with one of the most incredible escape abilities in nature: Lizards. Many lizards can detach their tail on purpose. When a predator attacks, the lizard releases its tail. The tail continues to move, twist, and distract the predator. Meanwhile, the lizard escapes. Over time, the tail grows back. It may not look exactly the same, but it works. This is not panic. This is strategy. Lose a tail or lose your life. Now let's go deep into the ocean again, to the largest animals that have ever lived. Whales. Whales are not just massive, they are emotional and deeply social. Many whales communicate using songs. These songs can travel enormous distances underwater. Some whale songs last for hours. Others change slowly over time. It is almost like music evolving. Scientists believe whales use songs to communicate, navigate, and connect with others. Some whales even stop singing when ships pass nearby, as if they are aware of danger. Whales also form strong family bonds. They protect their young. They help injured members. They stay together. When a whale is hurt, others often refuse to leave it behind. Now let's talk about one of the toughest creatures ever discovered. A creature so small you might not even notice it. The water bear. Also known as the tardigrade. This microscopic animal can survive conditions that would kill almost any other life form. It can survive extreme heat, extreme cold, radiation, high pressure, and even the vacuum of space. When conditions become dangerous, the water bear shuts down its body. It stops eating, it stops moving, and it waits. Years later, when conditions improve, it wakes up, alive. If life on Earth were to end, scientists believe tardigrades would still survive. Now let's come back to land, to an animal that lives between two worlds. Frogs. Some frogs have an ability that feels almost like science fiction. In freezing temperatures, certain frogs allow their bodies to freeze completely. Their heart stops. Their breathing stops. Their blood turns to ice. They look dead. But when temperatures rise, their bodies thaw. Their heart starts beating again. They move. They live. Nature has found a way to pause life and restart it. As we explore these animals, one thing becomes clear. Survival is not about one skill. Some animals survive because they are smart, others because they are strong, others because they work together, and some because they can endure the impossible. Every species has its own solution, and every solution is amazing. In the next part, we will explore animals that change color, animals that see the world in ways we cannot, and creatures that completely break the rules of nature. And some of them might completely change how you see life on Earth. Some animals do not survive by being strong or fast. They survive by becoming invisible. One of the best examples is the chameleon. Chameleons are famous for changing color, but not for the reason most people think. They do not change color only to blend in. They change color to communicate, to control their body temperature, and to show emotions. A calm chameleon often appears green. An angry or excited one may turn bright red, yellow, or blue. Their skin has special layers of cells that reflect light in different ways. This ability is not magic. It is biology at its finest. Chameleons also have eyes that move independently. One eye can look forward while the other looks backward. They can watch two different things at the same time. And when they hunt, both eyes focus together with perfect accuracy. Now let's talk about vision. Not all animals see the world the way humans do. Some animals see a world that looks completely different. Eagles are a perfect example. An eagle's vision is far sharper than human vision. From high in the sky, an eagle can spot small prey from an incredible distance. They can see tiny movements that humans would never notice. Their eyes are built like powerful zoom lenses. For an eagle, the world is clearer, sharper, and more detailed. What looks normal to us looks blurred to them. Now imagine living in a world where darkness does not matter. Bats live in such a world. Bats use echolocation to navigate and hunt. They send out sound waves and listen to the echoes that return. From these echoes, they build a map of their surroundings. They can detect tiny insects in midair, avoid obstacles, and fly at high speed, all in complete darkness. For bats, Sound replaces sight. Now let's move to an animal that many people fear but rarely understand. Snakes. Snakes do not rely on sight alone. Some snakes can sense heat. They have special organs that detect body warmth. This allows them to find warm-blooded prey even in total darkness. To a snake, a warm animal glows in the dark. Snakes also use their tongues to smell the air. Every flick of the tongue collects information. They are not blind hunters. They are precise. Now let's talk about an animal that looks gentle but has one of the most powerful abilities in nature: the mantis shrimp. Despite its name, it is not a shrimp and not a mantis. It has a punch so fast it creates shockwaves underwater. This punch can break shells, crack glass, and stun prey instantly. The speed of this strike is so extreme that it briefly heats the water around it. The mantis shrimp also has incredible vision. It can see colors that humans cannot even imagine. While humans have 3 types of color receptors, the mantis shrimp has many more. Its world is filled with colors we will never see. Now let's slow things down. Not every amazing animal is fast. Some survive by patience. Crocodiles have existed almost unchanged for millions of years. They wait. They observe. They conserve energy. A crocodile can stay still for hours, sometimes days. When the moment is right, it strikes with terrifying speed. Crocodiles also have powerful senses. They can detect tiny vibrations in the water. Every movement sends a signal. Nothing escapes their attention. Now let's talk about an animal that defies aging: the jellyfish. There is a species of jellyfish that can restart its life cycle. When injured or stressed, it transforms back into a younger form. In theory, it can live forever. It does not age the way other animals do. Death, for this jellyfish, is optional. Now think about that. An animal that resets time. As we continue to learn about animals, one truth becomes clear. Nature does not follow one rule. It experiments. It tries different paths. Some animals survive with intelligence, some with strength, some with teamwork, some with patience, some with abilities that feel impossible. Every species is a solution to the same problem: how to stay alive. And every solution is unique. In the final part, we will explore animals that show emotions like humans, animals that form deep friendships, and creatures that prove we are not as different from the rest of life as we think. Stay with me, because the ending changes everything. As we reach the final part of this journey, we need to talk about something deeper than survival: emotion. For a long time, humans believed that emotions belonged only to us. But science tells a very different story. Many animals feel fear, joy, stress, love, and even grief. Let's start with wolves. Wolves do not just live together, they form families. A wolf pack is built around parents and their offspring. They hunt together. They protect each other. They raise the young together. When a pack member is injured, others slow down to stay with it. When one wolf dies, the pack behavior often changes. They lose motivation. They search. They wait. This is not instinct alone. This is attachment. Now let's talk about animals that form friendships. Crows. Crows are some of the smartest birds on Earth. They recognize human faces. They remember kindness. They remember danger. A crow that is treated well may bring gifts: shiny objects, small items, tokens of trust. Crows also hold grudges. If a human hurts a crow, other crows will remember that face and warn future generations. They teach each other who is friend and who is enemy. That memory can last for years. Now think about play. Play is not just for fun. It is a sign of intelligence. Otters love to play. They slide down riverbanks. They toss stones. They chase each other. Otters even keep favorite stones and store them in small pockets under their arms. They play not because they need to, but because they want to. Play builds skills. Play builds bonds. And play shows emotion. Now let's talk about an animal that understands fairness: monkeys. In experiments, monkeys were given food rewards. When one monkey received a better reward for the same task, the other monkey became angry. It refused to work. It threw the food away. This shows a sense of justice, a feeling once believed to be uniquely human. Now let's move to one of the most emotional animals on Earth: dogs. Dogs evolved alongside humans. They learned to read our faces, our voices, our emotions. A dog can sense sadness, stress, and fear. They respond with comfort. They stay close. They make eye contact. They offer presence. Dogs do not need words. They understand us better than we realize. And humans are not the only ones they care about. Dogs form deep bonds with other animals too. Cats, horses, even animals they should fear. Now let's look at animals that show love in quiet ways. Birds. Many bird species mate for life. They sing to each other. They build nests together. They raise their young together. If one bird is lost, the other may never mate again. They choose connection. Now let's think about pain. Animals feel pain. They feel stress. They feel loss. But they also feel relief, joy, comfort. When a rescued animal is finally safe, its behavior changes. It relaxes. It rests. It trusts. Trust is not instinct. Trust is learned, and trust is fragile. As humans, we share this planet with billions of other living beings, each one experiencing life in its own way, seeing the world through different senses, solving survival with different strategies, feeling more than we once believed. Animals are not objects. They are not machines. They are living stories. Every species is a chapter in the long story of life on Earth. Some chapters are loud. Some are quiet. Some are violent. Some are gentle. But all of them matter. The more we learn about animals, the more we learn about ourselves. Because intelligence, emotion, cooperation, and survival are not human inventions. They are part of life itself. And we are not separate from nature. We are part of it. If this video changed the way you see animals, even a little, then it has done its job. Because understanding leads to respect, and respect leads to protection. Thank you for staying until the end. The planet is full of life, full of intelligence, full of emotion, and we have only just begun to understand it.